Hey, what is up, guys? In this video, we're going to be going over 5 things I hate about this 2024 Ford Explorer Limited. The first thing's got to be that this car doesn't come with wireless Apple CarPlay. It only comes with wired CarPlay, and you need to use a specific data cable that came with your iPhone or Android phone. It's got to be connected to the USB, and otherwise, you're not going to have CarPlay, and that can be fine for a lot of people. Not everyone uses the CarPlay function. Oh, the weird thing is that all of my Ford trucks, ever since 2020, 2021, all of these trucks have had wireless Apple CarPlay, and it's almost, at least it seems, to be the identical infotainment screen. So if you know why that is, shoot it in the comments below. I'm really wondering. And when you compare it to the competition, like the CX-90, the Honda Pilot, the Toyota Highlander, Grand Highlander, things of that nature, the Palisade, they all have wireless Apple CarPlay. And the next thing would be that you have this little tiny screen here. And the reason I bring that up is that, like, obviously this is really small. Like, if you throw it into your backup camera, we throw it in reverse here. Actually, you know what? Let's hit this button here. You can see the backup camera is actually very small. Obviously, you have a backup camera and 360. You can fiddle with it. But regardless, the screen that you have here isn't as big as what you would find in your competition. Oh, but Eric, what are you making a big deal out of that? All these things, they're not problems. It's just fine the way they are. Well, all right, man, fine, you got me.
And number 3 is just how loud this tailgate opens and closes. I had my baby in the second row and she was asleep, but when we opened the tailgate when we first got the car, it was super loud and it woke her up crying. In the competition, like the CX-90, the Highlander, and the others, this is not a problem.
But Eric, was it really that loud? Oh, trust me, man, it's as loud as the thunder rolling in the night. Now, yes, I missed a recording when I had that car of the tailgate closing from the inside, but let me show you in comparison how quiet my 2024 Toyota Grand Highlander is. And she's opening up, baby. Hold the button again. See, it's almost like it's got the soft close feature, but it doesn't actually. How about that one? Here we are in the third row for the fourth thing that I hate about this. And when I say hate, obviously, again, we're not hating. It's just too bad that there's not a little bit more creature comfort. You have one cup holder per side, and you have a little cubby to fit kind of snacks here, as well as up here as well. So the other reason I think this is a big idea, especially when comparing to the Grand Highlander, the CX-90, they have USB-Cs back here, multiple cup holders, big cubbies for iPads and phones. You know, they utilize their space very well. And it's just too bad that more couldn't be done back here. All right, guys, and the last thing that I hate, this steering wheel here, this Ford steering wheel. Really, man, you're going to talk about the steering wheel now? Well, yeah, she's looking a little dated, don't you think? Now, obviously, Ford isn't always the best when it comes to keeping the style and the sleekness and just looking things looking really sexy in their cars. Like, look inside my Highlander here. Nice, smooth looking buttons, big thumping screen. But that being said, you know, when the 2020 Ford F-150 came out, that is one of the nicest trucks out there. Everything about it was redesigned. It is the sexiest interior of a truck next to the Ram of the same generation. The Rams have that big 12-inch screen. The Fords have that big horizontal landscape screen. It's super nice. The steering wheel on the Ford F-150, so nice, so sleek. It looks amazing. It's just, they really took it up a notch, and that's why the Ford F-150 is the best-selling pickup. But this thing here, you know, the rest of the car looks fairly decent. It looks really good, especially compared to its competitors. Obviously, the screen could be bigger. You know, it could have wireless CarPlay, stuff like that. But the steering wheel also couldn't look so classic. I mean, there's been steering wheels that look like this with Ford all the way back to like 2010. It looks very dated. It could look a lot better. Even the buttons here, the buttons are kind of like plasticky and just really cheap. Especially when you compare it to the CX-90, the Pilot, and the Grand Highlander. The buttons on those cars, on the steering wheel, and the steering wheel in general, much, much nicer looking. The handling is amazing. You know, some people might actually like this. But overall, this could be made to look much sleeker. All right, guys, and that's it. So that was 5 things I hate about the 2024 Ford Explorer. That goes the same all for 2020 all the way up to 2024 because they're basically the same car. Now, in 2025, we're expecting a refresh on the Ford Explorer, and the pictures are out, and it looks an incredible car. But that being said, we're probably going to see a lot of big changes in that are going to fix all of these little things that I was nitpicking and that other people have issues with as well. So that being said, guys, if you like this video, if you could hit that like button for me, that would be incredible. And if you want to see more of this car stuff, we'll see you in the next video. Hit that sub button and have a good week. Peace.